Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, we're going to be doing a Tik Tok Art challenge. It's a design an OC after you challenge that I found while trying to look for some inspiration on TikTok. I've been struggling with motivation and this idea seemed really cute, so here's the little video telling you what the OC challenge is.
Design an OC after you challenge. The gender is the opposite of your own. If you're non-binary, male if you have glasses and female if you don't. Hair is short if you have siblings and long if you don't. Unnatural hair color if you own a cat, natural hair color if you own a dog, and both if you have both. If you don't have pets, go with your favorite color. Eyes are your favorite color, and clothes match your phone case.
So based on the rules for this challenge, I will be making a male with short, natural colored hair, and he has two different colored eyes because I am stuck between whether or not my favorite right now is blue or red, and so he has one of each of those. I took just a few different random Pinterest inspo pictures for the pose and kind of the idea of the outfit. I don't believe I saved them, so I can't show them to you guys, but they were just some basic poses. I don't have much to say for this part. I was screwing up on the legs a lot, but per usual, try not to cut out too much so that you guys can see my mistakes as well and learn from them. I actually really like the way this first drawing of him turned out. You know, trust the process and all. I do draw 3 pictures for him. I draw this full body shot and then I draw 2 headshots of him. I really like him and think I'm going to work on giving him a backstory and such so that I can have some more inspiration for drawings for him because I think I'd like to draw him more. I do apologize for this video coming out pretty late. I know that I said I was going to try and get a video or 2 out a week, but with my mental health the way it's been lately, that was a bit of a long shot for me apparently. I don't want to push myself on trying to force myself to draw when my mental health is low and I struggle with inspiration and motivation, because when my mental health is quite bad, sometimes pushing myself can just make it worse and make my art come out bad and just uninspired. So even though I wanted to try and push myself to get videos out more often, I think I'm going to focus a little more on getting videos out when I feel inspired and I am in a good place too, because I would rather put out as best of quality videos as I can than try and force myself to draw something that I didn't feel motivated or inspired to and kill my love for art, because art is a huge coping mechanism for me and is something that has helped me a lot with my mental health, so I don't want to push myself too much. So a video every week or 2 will probably be more plausible at the moment. Sometimes it does depend on whether or not I have the time to actually sit down and do the recording, because I have been busy with stuff lately. I like to stop and take a second to just admire his outfit. I love the way it turned out on him. It's kind of like a street Japanese style. I don't know exactly what this style would be called, but some Pinterest inspiration pictures that I found that had these types of outfits I really loved and thought suited him really well, and I hope you guys like it on him too. I'd like to try him in different outfits and stuff. If you guys have any ideas for him, I'm gonna come up with a backstory for him and give him a little story, maybe draw him while telling you things about his past and the type of person he is. Some ideas I have for him thus far are that I do think he's going to be in about his early 20s and probably live somewhere in either Japan or maybe a big city in New York or something. Why those 2 places? Don't know. They just feel right. When it comes to a job or a career, I was thinking that maybe he could be like either a personal bodyguard, some sort of like MMA fighter, or a streamer or gamer. those are some ideas I've come up with so far. I'm not sure what kind of vibe I'm going for exactly, but those are some ideas that I've been throwing around in my head. If you have any ideas you'd like to throw out there for me, or if you would like to choose from those, let me know what you think might suit him best. I'd love to hear your opinions. I was also thinking to add some personality to him, since he seems more on the stoic side. I was thinking of maybe trying to give him a hobby or a passion or an interest that he's like maybe embarrassed about, something maybe more on the girly side, or very not the style that he puts forward for himself. I want to add some more than just whatever his base career is. I want him to have a lot of personality. Now, for my own sake, we're going to skip past the hand drawing, even though I said I was going to try and not skip too much so that you guys can see my process. Hands are not something that I am proud of, and we're going to skip right past that. Drawing that hand took way longer than I'd like to admit, and not a single bit of it was enjoyable, and I'm sure most artists can agree with me and understand why in his original drawing over there on the right hand side, why I put his hands in his pockets. But we're coming up on the coloring process here soon so that you guys can relax per usual and listen to music. His eyes were something I struggled with a lot, as I'm sure you can see here. I fiddled with them a bunch before I got to a point where I was happy with them. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skip over to where I start coloring, because there's not much more in this spot here. So now that the coloring's done, I just added a little bit of blushies to the cheeks and nose, and I did some simple shading with a multiply layer with a cool magenta color. I didn't want to overdo the shading process or anything, since this is just kind of a concept sketch for this character based on the OC challenge. I'm glad I didn't over render, because I ended up really liking him, and I do end up giving him a name. I do want to try and do more with him. If you have any ideas of something you'd like to see having to do with him, leave your ideas down in the comments, because I'd love to see what you guys would want to see with him. Also, out of curiosity, do I have any viewers who are also in the South and dealing with this extremely awful heat right now? Because we're not even into the pits of summer yet, and this heat is taking me out. Ooh, something I did want to mention is that because of my last video that I made with Matthew as a phantom thief, kind of based on the masquerade mask from Persona, I actually got back into playing some Persona 5 Royale lately, because I never ended up finishing it previously because of some personal reasons, but I've actually been playing it a lot lately and been very enjoyable. If you guys have ever played it or even just watched the anime, who's your favorite character? Because mine definitely has to be Skull. I just love him. He's so angsty. I can't help myself. So here is my finished OC for the challenge, Lyle. I hope you guys love him just as much as I do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!